Hello everyone, so the question is 2 moles of an ideal gas expanded isothermally and reversibly, right, from volume of 1 liter to 10 liter at temperature is 300 Kelvin. So what is enthalpy change? So in this question we have a given number of moles, so n is given as 2, right, and we have it is saying that ideal gas expanded isothermally, which means that we have value of delta T, it is equals to 0. And here we have the two volumes given, let's say V1 and V2. We have at 300 Kelvin. So it is asking that what is enthalpy change. So we have to calculate delta H. So first of all, let's see that we know that the relation, that is H is equals to U plus of U plus we are having PV, right? So we can write H is equals to, now we can write delta H is equals to delta U plus of delta of PV, right? And from here we can also write it as that delta H is equals to delta U and plus of N R delta T, right? N R delta T. So as BV is equals to nRT, or you can write that P delta V, it is equals to nR delta T, right? So from here we have this equation, and if we put the value of delta T, that is 0, so here from here we know that value of delta H should be equals to value of uh, delta U in this case, right? So value of delta H is equals to value of delta U for isothermal and reversible process. And what we know that value of delta U, we can write it as N CV delta T, and we have again delta T is equals to 0. So which means that delta U will also equals to 0. And if delta U is equals to 0, we have seen that it is equals to delta H. So this should be equals to delta H. So our delta H will be equals to 0. So correct option for the question is option D. Thank you.
Hello everyone, here the question is: a spontaneous absorption of gas on a solid surface is exothermic process because we have to give the region. First is entropy decreases during the process. It is exothermic. T delta S is negative. It occurs only at high temperature. So here notice at second option it is exothermic. So it is not correct region for the spontaneous absorption of gas, because we have to give the region for exothermic. We know that it is exothermic, but we have to give the region. So it is not first, it is not. Let's see the next option. So spontaneous adsorption of gas implies that delta G is negative. We know that if the value of delta G is negative, it is a spontaneous reaction, and the degree of randomness of a gas molecule decreases with adsorption. Hence delta S is negative, because degree of randomness of gas molecule decreases with absorption. So delta S is negative, also negative. So when therefore T delta S, therefore T delta S is negative, right? And we know that delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. So from here delta H is equal to delta G plus T delta S, right? Here T delta S is negative and G is negative, therefore delta H will be also negative. That's so it is exothermic sense. So here the spontaneous adsorption of gas or solid surface is exothermic process because of delta S is negative, right? So first comes entropy decreases during this process. So it is correct. T delta S is negative. It is also correct. It occurs only at high temperature. So it is wrong. So our correct option is option 1 and 3. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So the question is given that 1 mole of a non-ideal gas undergoes a change of state from 2 atm and we have pressure is 2 atm and we have volume is 3 liter at 95 K temperature, and it is going to 4 atm and the pressure is volume is 5 liter and temperature is 245 Kelvin. So it is asking that with a change of internal energy delta E is given as 30, so the change in enthalpy delta H in the process. So we have to calculate delta H, right? So we have to calculate delta H and we have value of delta E, that is 30. it is given. And let's say we are having pressure first, or you can say P1, it is given as 2. We have P2, P2 is given as 4, right, from 2 to 4. And we have volume 1, it is given as 3 liter, and we have volume 2, it is given as 5 liter, right. And the temperature, let's say T1 is given as 95 Kelvin, and T2 it is given as 245 Kelvin, right. So we have to calculate value of delta H. So to calculation of in process of calculation of delta H, we know that the relation delta H is equals to delta E plus of delta PV, right. So this can be also written as that delta H, and we have value of delta E, that is 30 plus of delta of PV. So this can be written as P2 V2 minus of P1 V1, P final minus P initial. So sorry, this delta PV final minus delta PV initial. So from here delta H, this will be equals to 30 plus of P2 V2. So P2 is 2 and V2 is 5, right. Uh, it is P2 4 and V2 is 5. So this will be 20 minus of P1 V1, this is 6. So 20 minus 6. So from here delta H will be equals to 30 plus of 14. So this value is equals to 44. So correct option for the question is option C. Thank you.
इस क्वेश्चन में हमें करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट को आइडेंटिफाई करना है, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू। ये 4 स्टेटमेंट दी हुई है हमें। तो अगर हम पहला स्टेटमेंट देखें तो उसमें बोल रहा है वर्क अपीयर्स एट द बाउंड्री ऑफ द सिस्टम। तो अगर हम पहले तो देखें वर्क है क्या, तो हम देखें वर्क इज द क्वांटिटी ऑफ एनर्जी, वर्क इज द क्वांटिटी of energy. Work is the quantity of energy that flows across the boundary. That flows across the boundary. That flows across the boundary. Work is the quantity of energy that flows across the boundary between the system and surrounding. Between the system and surroundings. तो अगर हम देखें तो अगर हम वर्क को डिफाइन जिस तरह से करते हैं वो कहते हैं वर्क इज द क्वांटिटी ऑफ एनर्जी दैट फ्लोज अक्रॉस द बाउंड्री बिटवीन द सिस्टम एंड द सराउंडिंग। तो सिस्टम और सराउंडिंग के बीच में जो बाउंड्री आती है वो उसके अक्रॉस फ्लो करता है। तो हम ऐसे कह सकते हैं वर्क अपीयर्स एट द बाउंड्री ऑफ द सिस्टम फर्स्ट। तो पहला स्टेटमेंट वर्क के डेफिनेशन से हम कह सकते हैं कि सही है। सेकेंड देखें स्टेटमेंट जो हमें गिवन है, चेंज इन द स्टेट is completely defined when the initial and the final states are specified. तो अगर मान ले A स्टेट है और B उसका दूसरा स्टेट है किसी पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस में, तो अगर जब तक हमें A पे प्रेशर वॉल्यूम टेम्परेचर तीनों पैरामीटर्स और B पे भी प्रेशर वॉल्यूम टेम्परेचर तीनों पैरामीटर्स स्पेसिफाइड नहीं होगा तो हम चेंज इन द स्टेट नहीं आइडेंटिफाई कर पाएंगे। हमें सारी इनिशियल फाइनल स्टेट की सारी पैरामीटर्स आइडेंटिफाइड होनी चाहिए, सारी स्पेसिफाइड होनी चाहिए, तभी हम चेंज इन द स्टेट को कम्प्लीटली डिफाइन कर सकते हैं। तो सेकंड स्टेटमेंट भी सही है। थर्ड बोल रहा है टेम्परेचर इज अ स्टेट फंक्शन, जो हमें क्लियरली मालूम है कि टेम्परेचर एक स्टेट फंक्शन है। वर्क इज अ स्टेट फंक्शन, ये गलत है क्योंकि वर्क हमें मालूम है कि एक पाथ फंक्शन है। लेट्स से पॉइंट ए है और पॉइंट बी है, तो अगर हम यहाँ से डायरेक्टली A टू B गए, इसमें वर्क डन W1 हुआ, और अगर मैं A से B गया, B से C गया, और लेट्स से यहाँ पे इसे हम D बोल देते हैं और इसे D बोल देते हैं, तो जो ये प्रोसेस है, जो प्रोसेस हम A से लेके D गए हैं, लेट्स से हम इसे W1 बोलते, A से B में जो गया उस पर W2 बोले, इसे W3 बोले, तो इसे W4 बोले, तो हमें क्लियरली मालूम है कि जो W1 होगा वो नॉट इक्वल टू होगा W2 प्लस W3 प्लस W4 के, क्योंकि वर्क जो है W इट डिपेंड्स ऑन पाथ। अगर हम पाथ चेंज करेंगे तो W की वैल्यू भी चेंज करेगी, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन पाथ, देयरफॉर वर्क एक पाथ फंक्शन है, एक स्टेट फंक्शन नहीं। तो क्लियरली ऑप्शन 4 भी गलत है। तो अगर हम चारों ऑप्शन देखें हमारे पास जो अवेलेबल है, तो क्लियरली हमारा जो करेक्ट ऑप्शन होगा उसमें 1 2 3 होना चाहिए। तो क्लियरली ऑप्शन ए एक सही ऑप्शन है, जो कि कह रहा है कि स्टेटमेंट 1 2 3 सही स्टेटमेंट है। तो ये है इस क्वेश्चन की फाइनल सॉल्यूशन।